Hey folks, welcome back to another one of my videos. For those of you who haven't seen any of them before, I'm Brennan from Bluelight and I've been coaching and supporting people to pass the police recruitment process for, about 7 or 8 years now. So, if you'd like to find out more about those services, just check on the links below, especially to join my Facebook support group, which now has getting on for 7,000 members, so wow. Anyway, welcome here to Leeds. Where we've just finished a day of coaching and support for a group of clients who are preparing for the Search Police Assessment Centre. Now, we spent a lot of time on dealing with role play issues because role play is probably the area that gives you the biggest score, and also because role plays is the area that causes the most anxiety. And that's just not my word as well. The College of Policing, in their own evaluation of their own Search Assessment Centre in 2016, talked about how the process, especially the role plays, causes anxiety and nervousness with candidates, and they don't get the best from the candidates because of their words, robotic approach by the role players. So, to deal with that kind of robotic approach, we need a robotic approach. So, I often talk about the Search Assessment Centre being like SATs for the police. So for any of you remember SATs from school, standardised assessment tests, the Police Assessment Centre is no different. It is just a standardised assessment test for getting into the police, which is a bit of a shame, but it's just the way it is. And the golden rule applies. Those who hold gold make the rules. So one of the techniques we utilise to do that is something called CUDSAR, and I'm going to skip over it very quickly as a reminder for you, because even though my clients today had access to my online course, they still weren't familiar with all the key parts of CUDSAR. Now, there's a lot of stuff in small writing in red, which were some really good learning points that came out of today. So I'm going to highlight those in the client-only Facebook group, where there'll be further videos on each one of these. So things like polite discrimination, be fluid enough to switch from other people to the role player, a range of in-the-pocket solutions, the standard you walk past, MQs, CQs, detail that's needed in specific parts, don't run with the nugget in the understanding phase. There's a load of great bits of learning there. If you're one of my clients, that means you're on the online course as a minimum. Nip over to the client-only group where there'll be some videos about that. So just to highlight really that we use a base structure, we've got 5 minutes to nail this role play down. So we can't be messing about with any words that don't have meaning. Everything we say and do has got to have meaning. So the first part is that we confront the issue. We need then there's some specific phrases which I advocate that you can knock out in the space of 20 seconds or so. For that point, the understanding phase, we always ask our big open question as a starting one. And we're going to TED-pie it, we're going to use 5WH. Please can you explain to me exactly what happened when, whatever the occurrence was. We're then going to ask our 5WH questions in a simple to complex way. Loads of videos have done about that. And then we're going to define and summarise. So quick summary, and we're going to mention any policy issues and what the meaning of that policy is, which then allows us to introduce some solutions. We've got enforcement, prevention and advocacy. 3 key areas. And we're always going to ask in between each one of these solutions that we provide, how do you feel about that solution? What differently would you do if you were in my shoes? Questions like that. The assess and monitor is the same phrase that we can utilise for every one of the role plays. We might need to tweak it a little bit if it's a single issue, single person role play. So what we've seen from this today and what everyone's left with is a sense that actually if I practice this enough, I can go into the assessment centre with this super brilliant template that's been mapped out against all the competencies. So if you do everything I ask of you, the competencies will fall out of the sky. It's going to enable me to nail it in the space of 5 minutes. I'm going to be in charge of the role play. I'm not going to get twirled by the role player. And I'm going to know where I'm going and why I'm doing it. And I'm going to get to the end and I'm going to score highly. So there you go, folks. CUDSAR. I keep talking about it, but it is the absolute base for everything we do. If you'd like to find out a little bit more about the detail behind CUDSAR, of course, I'm teasing you here a little bit, my online course, but especially when you get my online course, you get access to the Facebook group, where just about every day I'm putting some kind of support video on there, which is going to help you completely nail the role play element of the assessment centre. So there you go, folks. Hope you found this useful. Until next time, it's goodbye from Leeds. I shall see you soon. Bye-bye for now.